what we've got here is the latest ZCI version 2 gearbox. Years ago, I'm talking 10 years ago, they produced, the only V2s that they produced were the old micro switch designs. I've got a few still kicking around, and they're quite nice gearboxes, but you couldn't fit in an ETU, and that was the biggest downside. And then literally what 3-4 years ago, they started to produce normal ones that could sort of take the ETUs that we're used to. It would got rid of the crappy micro switch trigger that was so difficult to find, and then they often quickly ran out of their all the internal parts would corrode, and there was like a spring that did the micro switch, and that would often go, and then you were left with a gearbox that you couldn't use, or it was quite difficult to find the box. So this is the latest one. They did a previous one which was black, and I think it's roughly the same. I think they've just maybe changed up the metals a little bit. Not quite as nice as the AK one that they've just released, but I suspect they might be moving to a new paint and a new process perhaps, but yeah, pretty nice. I mean, this is on par, I'd say, with the ENC. I slightly prefer the ENC one because I think I've just used it more, and I've just become accustomed to it being quite reliable. And especially if you're a tech and if you're doing a lot of guns, then you want it to be reliable. You don't want the customer coming back to you. So but this has got some plus points that you won't find in the ENC. Like you've got the little wire channel there, which is really useful for the wires that come through the ETU or to the motor. So they'll tuck in there, so they'll just tuck. You've got a little notch there, and you can put them behind. It's really, really good. You've got what else? You've got you've got the wire channeling here, which is a lot better on this model. You have there? No, that's on another model. Again, the usual stuff. You have a slightly reinforced area here. This bit, I think most gearboxes now, most modern gearboxes do, and I think you see this one. I think you see this one in either is it Spectre Arms or Delta Armory? I think now they tend to use these same ones. So yeah, on the whole, pretty decent. I really like these. You got a couple of the corners being radii there. So again, this is QD. Comes with a 2-lug one, which I think the ENC comes with a 4-lug, and that way you don't get so much wobble on it. But once the stock tube screw is in nice and firmly, you're not going to have any wobble on that anyway. So yeah, perfect. What I'm going to do, let's just take an old Kylin that I've got lying around here. Okay, what I'm just going to do, bang that in, he says. Come on, get in there. There you go. That's straight in there. No fuss at all. Super. Same with, try a cylinder head in there, because you can obviously, it's got the standard size in there that you're seeing a lot of cylinder heads now. Pop that in there, because years ago you used to get a problem where not all the cylinders had the right notches, and you never quite had, nice and secure. Perfect. Yeah, these are really good. These are on the website now, so check out the link and give it a go. Let me know how it goes. Thanks.